reporting is a tough business, Lucy, and if you allow your emotions to cloud your views, you'll be out of a job before you know it. We report the news. We don't make it. Stick to the facts if you want to carry on working here. I'm warning you because you're inexperienced, but you need to learn fast. So, no more stories. Stick to keeping the website up to date for now. Lucy returned to her seat, worried by the warning she had received. She considered going back and telling the editor about her planned meeting with an anonymous informant. Once he knew what was happening, his opinion of her might change. Sitting at her desk, she reviewed her options. If the tip-off turned out to be a waste of time, it was best kept to herself. Her editor already appeared to regard her as empty-headed. She could not afford to make a fool of herself in front of him. On the other hand, if she had been offered a genuine lead to a serious story, she suspected the editor would want one of his more experienced reporters to follow it up. But the informant had chosen to contact her. With any luck, she would turn up to work on Monday morning with a genuine scoop of her own. She was not about to give it away. She had been wildly excited when she had accepted a post as a reporter in the Paris office of the UK-based Current Affairs International, and the experience of living in a foreign capital had exceeded her expectations. Although the job was nothing like as sensational as she had anticipated, she had fallen in love with Paris. From elegant buildings along stately avenues to the warm smell of baking and the bustling pavements of the Marais district where she lived, and the magical views of the Seine after dark with lights glistening on the water. It was a city of contrasts. She missed nothing about London except her friends. Now, not only had her best friend Nina come to stay with her for the rest of the summer, but she had been given a lead for a potential story. After making a note of the time of her rendezvous with her anonymous informant, she settled down to work, doing her best to put the phone call out of her mind. "I've got to go out this evening," she told Nina on Sunday. Nina raised her eyebrows, grinned and nodded her head, her mouth too full to speak. They were sitting on a bench in a peaceful walled garden off the Rue de Rosiers, eating a late lunch of massive pita breads crammed with hummus, tahini, mouth-watering crispy falafels, and a generous portion of salad. The garden was beautiful, but it hid a tragic past. Dedicated to the memory of the children of the Marais, who had been deliberately slaughtered by the Nazis during World War II. The place invited quiet reflection. Lucy often came to sit here by herself, soaking in the tranquility. She was pleased that Nina liked it too. Sitting side by side, they gazed at the overflowing flower beds as they chomped. "It's only work," Lucy added, as she finished a mouthful. "Nothing very exciting." With luck, that would not prove true. "Working on a Sunday evening? News can break at any time." Nina laughed. "You sound like a real news hound." Lucy smiled. "I'm working on it." "Don't worry about me," Nina reassured her later when Lucy was getting ready to leave. "You go and do whatever it is you have to do. I need to wash my hair anyway, and it'll give me a chance to touch up my roots." Lucy smiled. Nina bleached her mousy hair so that it was almost as blonde as Lucy's natural color. They were sometimes mistaken for twins, although their features were quite different. With blonde hair cropped very short, Lucy looked younger than Nina, who had a darker complexion, while Lucy's huge eyes gave an impression of childlike innocence. Nina's narrow hazel eyes made her look shrewd. "I should be back by 9, and we can go out for a drink if you like," Lucy said. "Sounds good. It won't take long to do my hair." With a flutter of excitement, Lucy set off to meet her anonymous informant, hoping it would not be a wasted journey. She took the metro from Saint-Augustin to Chaussée d'Antin-Lafayette, where she changed line and took a train to Louis Blanc. From the station, it was only a short walk across the bridge to the Quai de Jemappes. The streets along the Canal Saint-Martin were packed with people, mostly Lucy's age or younger. The majority of them looked like students. As well as the crowd strolling along the pavements, people were sitting all along the canal banks, smoking and chatting in the warm summer.